There's one time in when we were in Japan, and I don't know how to work a stove in Japan. Right? They're all different. They're like I just don't know how to do it. And I'm sleeping on the couch, and my wife is like, Denny, fire! You know, and I'm like, what the? I woke up. Okay, what do I do? You know, I gotta like
get my water.
yeah. Oh, hold on, let me unzip. So I go over there. I go to the kitchen.
Was she ever like, would you please buy a fire hydrant?
This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, out of control.
Like, yeah, you don't have the best.
Your aim is terrible. You still missed a seat.
Yeah. So yeah, I go over there. I go over to the kitchen, and there's a fire. There's a legitimate like grease fire or something going on in the kitchen. And I'm looking at her, and she's like doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, you know, okay. Well, I looked at the thing next to the fire was a pan, and I'm like, does this pan have grease in it? You know, because I just grabbed the pan. I'm like, does this pan have grease in it? And she's like, but there's a fire. I'm like, does this pan have grease in it? And she just kept saying, there's a fire. You know, she's freaking out. I was like, does this pan have grease in it?
I like how you start a fight. You're just like,
did you buy this pan?
There's a kitchen fire, and you start a fight with it, and you're like,
this is supposed to be clean.
You're like, wait, is that can opener? He's like, you know that thing's gonna rust.
So that's what
we know where you're going with this.
That's what it felt like. I was like, I'm not trying to start a fight with you. I'm just asking you a simple question. Does this pan have grease in it? And then eventually I just had to like lick my finger and squeeze the pan and make sure just like to see if it had grease in it. And then it didn't have grease in it. Yeah. And all I did is flip the pan over and put the fire out.
Like a lid, right?
Yeah, just like a lid. And then she's like, oh. Okay, thanks.
That's why I needed to know. You just keep the fight.
Yeah. Don't you know how fire works?
Because you could also use salt. Have you ever used that?
I'm in somebody else's house at the time. So I didn't know.
He just pours a bunch of salt, and they're like, "What's your other salt? You know, does that cost in Japan?"
Yeah.
And he has like the salt shaker. Seasoning. It's not working, Frank. Frank, this delicious fire. It's gonna give me hypertension. I can feel my.
Oh, wait, did you ever figure out how to use a stove in Japan? Is it like a bunch of cartoon characters?
Was it your thing with the fire strike?
No
numbers. I don't know.
Like cartoon characters.
One little guy sitting on there, he's like, answer me these questions. He's like, how the hell do you guys start this thing? He's like, there's just grills and there's 3 seashells. How the fuck do I do this?
You don't know how to use the 3 seashells? Oh, you are stupid American.